They will be.
That look good?
This is going to look good. I'm going to be in it.
We've got the geek techno dude here.
Hold on, I'm not ready.
I'm ready. I'm recording. I'm good. Let's go.
You good?
Almost. Sorry.
Sorry.
Don't want excuses, do we?
No.
Just want performance. Just
No.
want results.
Yes.
Do you mind if the rest of us take photos and do live?
Oh,
As long as it's from that angle.
Daniel, I know what angle you like it.
Don't cross
Do you
that
want me
line.
to move that way or this way or
It's recording like this.
I'll move over
Are
there?
we good?
No.
Oh, sorry. No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Stay.
Yep. Live as in live.
No, like as in 2 seconds. Sorry. It's just going to the next one. Alright.
Well, shall we fill the?
We're good,
silence?
we're
Okay,
live.
yeah, right.
Starting live video. It's
Okay.
just waiting for Facebook. We are live.
Awesome. So guys, this is Business with Locals down at the Crate, and our guest presenter interviewee today is Daniel Watson from Vertech IT Services,
Cheers, Nick.
and they have an amazing slogan, which is
Looking after systems so you can take care of business.
yes, correct. And where's the one choke? What that one?
Oh, no, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's part of my 30-second elevator spiel. Which
Give
is,
us your 30-second
Oh,
spiel.
I don't want to do the whole thing right now. But essentially, we're a one throat to choke IT services support company. We're the only IT company in Auckland that will offer a Moneyback 100% Moneyback cybersecurity guarantee.
Very cool.
There you go.
Very proud to have Daniel and his team here at the Crate. Have been with us for quite a long time now.
Yeah, edging on 2 years, isn't
2
it?
years, 2
Yep.
years. Got a great growing team here, taking more desks and growing and becoming a big part of our local business community.
And noise pollution, additional noise pollution.
But take
Boxes about the place.
care of all of our IT stuff and do a great job of that. Ben, where are you? Stand up.
He's hiding in the corner.
Come be part of this, mate. You're a legend boss over here.
Doing well.
I saw him intensely staring at the screen. I figure something's coming for him.
All right. So I've got a couple of questions here for you, Dan.
Sure.
For your personal, for your business. What is the single most personal moment that has defined you in life, and what has changed in you as a result of that?
Okay, so there's a few things, but there was the one that comes to mind mostly is I don't know. It's a bit of a kooky club, but it's the Landmark Forum. You might have Landmark Education, the forum. And one of the exercises they did in there, and I did this in my 20s, and I'd been going out with my girlfriend for a while there, and they had this great exercise which talked about getting really specific about what is your most ideal partner, like your complete fantasy. You get like hair color, the way the hair was styled, the movies she likes, the book she has, her figure, breast size, whatever, shoes she wore, everything, what kind of job she did, how did she speak, did she have an accent, and they're going to get it right all out. And at the end of this, the point of the exercise was that this woman that you've described, or this man you've described, is complete fantasy. They don't actually exist. So perhaps if you just revise and take a look at what you've got around you, you might give up some of these unrealistic expectations which have you striving for an impossible perfection. Because the thing is there's not just one person in the world for you. You're actually probably compatible with, I don't know, maybe 15% of the population at any one given time. So they're not as rare as you think. Just if you stop being a dick about it, you can actually have a great life with somebody who's already there, like my girlfriend, and we ended up getting married. So see, that's where that ties off.
Nice.
Yep. Because I just gave up. What am I practicing for? Like, am I expecting to have another long-term monogamous relationship that I will call the perfect one? No. So there we go. That's that.
Nice. And Mrs. Watson is who?
Dr. Sarah Watson. Boy, I chose well. I married up. So we've got an average of 1.5 university degrees between us. Yeah. No, she's fantastic. She's a child and adolescent psychologist and has a clinic in Hurstmere Road where she deals with people who have real problems, which most of us don't. Which is great.
Nice. Seems like a very special lady, mate.
Oh yeah, she's a rocket.
how did you get into your line of business, mate, and that you're in now, and when was that?
Okay, so in 2009, I had a series of jobs where I thought, geez, the boss is a dick. And I was kind of coming to, no, not in every case, but it's like, you know, when you see the same problem is there every time, and what's the common factor? So I just thought, well, you know, if I'm getting pissed off working for these other people because they don't take my advice and they're not doing it right, perhaps I should just start my own business. I thought, oh, that's a bit scary. We've got a wife and children to feed. Okay, I'll buy into a business. So where I was working, they had a cluster of business customers that they'd accreted. They were primarily an education services company, and they tried to have a go at the business thing. It turns out businesses are all wonderful unicorns that are unique and sparkling fairy beasts that everybody wants their own specialised solution. And schools are pretty much primary, intermediate, secondary, cookie cutter. So they got out of it, and they started, you know, like they started withdrawing some of the service and support that those clients had previously. And I just thought, here's an opportunity. I can get in there, provide a high level of service, and at the same time satisfy my need to be my own boss.
Very cool. How long ago was that?
2010. Yes.
Nice. For 10 years.
10 years, yeah. So it's kind of a celebration year this year.
Very cool. That is a very cool milestone.
Yeah, we're still in business. Yep.
And growing.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Better than before.
Good man. So someone once said to me that you want to have the kind of service and experience that on a Friday night, a group of people getting around having a few drinks, that they have this wow experience that they'll be talking about you at the local pub or restaurant or whatever.
Yeah.
So if that was happening this Friday, and someone was talking about the service they have with Vertech, what would they be rating about?
What I would hope they'd be saying is that they'd be talking to their mate who's running a business, who's moaning about something going on in their IT, and then for them to turn around and say, look, we don't have any of those problems.
Nice.
Get Daniel a call.
Yeah.
Because my ideal client, they don't have any problems because we find them all out.
Yeah.
You know, because wherever I got them on a flat rate plan, the worst thing that can happen for us is that they're calling all the time with lots of problems. This shouldn't be the case. You know, ideally, no problems, they don't have issues, and they certainly, you know, aren't moaning to their mates about the fact that they've lost data or they've been ransomware again, or their files are all lost or whatever. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I don't have to call you guys that often. That's the truth.
No, but you don't have a fully flat rate plan for all of your IT support. We're only doing your network manager. So there's scope. Yeah,
Right.
There's scope.
Opportunity. But there was one thing that you are hot on when it comes to making sure your clients spend the money on. You always have those clients, right? And they try and cut corners, don't spend the money, and then it goes wrong. And think, if only they'd spent the money, they would have saved themselves a lot of heartache and pain and the expense if they'd done it right the first time. What is that when it comes to your industry?
Okay, for me, because cybersecurity is really hot right now, right? If they were on a total budget and they can't afford what they actually need, right? And then I might not just have them as a client. But if I was to give advice, because I would say spend your money on cybersecurity awareness training, all right? Because at the end of the day, if your staff know not to click on something, I mean, they're the last line of defense. You know, there's lots of technical solutions which can prevent the automated stuff, but the social engineering attacks and the phishing scams and the voice scams which are coming through are insidious, and they attack those primal things. You know, like it's lust, greed, altruism, all those kind of things, fear, right? And some of those things shortcut some of your normal bullshit detectors. So if you can give your staff a steady diet of or an inoculation against those kind of things, then it'll save you a bunch of money eventually.
Yeah. Awesome.
There we go.
Does that tie into an event you got coming up?
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I wasn't even thinking to say. On March 19th, I'm having a lunch and learn event here, and everybody's welcome to register for that. Go to vertech.co.nz/security seminar. It's the first one that we're doing in person. I've done webinars before, but this was it's on the subject of the 7 key security features your business must have in order to avoid loss of data, fines, etc., etc., etc.
Very good. Awesome. Great. We'll get another plug at the end. What has been your biggest, worstest stuff up in business, and what was the lesson learned?
Okay, the biggest one was interesting. I just had 2 days in court giving evidence against a former office manager that I had hired, and you know that's the phrase, hire slowly, fire quickly. Okay, so I hired her quickly in not quite desperation. She did actually seem like a really awesome hire, but we didn't check the references in detail. Anyway, she'd left the previous job under confidentiality, so we might not have got much out of that anymore. So anyway, she ends up stealing about $58,000 from us, and it was really laughable in court what the eventual defence was, because she never gave us any explanation, not even a half-assed one, right, as to why was all this money going into her bank account when it should have been going to, say, Fuji Xerox or the cleaning company or what have you. Yes, apparently she conjured. I don't know what I want to say. I was. No, probably shouldn't. No. Anyway,
the lesson learned.
I'm hoping she's going to be proved guilty tomorrow, so we'll find that out. Anyway, so that's just how that was. So the biggest mistake was hiring her, and probably the second biggest mistake was not being financially literate enough to be able to overwatch what was going on there then. So it's consumed a big chunk of my time. Set the company probably back 2 years, but you know that's gone. Onwards.
Yeah. Not for a win tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me, in this season of life and business, what really matters to you right now, and what kind of legacy would you be liking to want to leave behind?
Okay, so what I'm to leave behind, that seems awfully final in the future. No, look, I'm not going to go that far in the future. What I'm looking for is, I'm trying to make Vertech the best IT services business for growing businesses in Auckland. All right, so first I'll start with the North Shore, perhaps, or maybe just the Creek. But realistically, what I'm trying to create is a company that's excellent in all manners, right? So part of that is that, yes, owning a business is a vehicle to achieve your dreams, whether they be financial or just altruistic or whatever your organisation is. But it should also work for everybody inside the business, because if all together you're achieving your dreams, then it's going to be a nice cohesive unit that you march off into the very future together. So yeah, that's what I'm aiming to achieve.
Nice. Very, very good. So Daniel Watson from Vertech IT, found at www.vertech.
Delta Echo Romeo Tango Echo Charlie Hotel.co.nz.
Nice.
Yeah, and one last thing. I'm doing a fundraising endurance event on the 20th of March. I'm raising money for the Westpac Rescue Helicopter Trust, or the Auckland Rescue Helicopter Trust, which Westpac supports. And it's a bit of a mammoth. It's swimming back from Waiheke back to Akahu Bay, from the car ferry terminal over there. So it's going to take about 6 or 7 hours, depending on, or longer, or it kind of creeps out to infinite if I don't make it. So I've got a donations page up. You find it on my LinkedIn. I'm posting updates about what I'm up to. Yeah, it's coming out real soon on March 20th.
Awesome. We'll put a notice upstairs for that.
Yeah,
and we'll donate towards it as well. So
lovely, jubbly.
Good.
Cheers, Dean.
Cheers, mate. Good job.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. So yeah, the whole cool idea around doing that is getting to know people that obviously within the crate, but also within this networking group. So we do a little shorter snap version of that at our drinks night on Thursday as well. So very cool, very, very cool to have you guys to be part of tonight. Please continue to mix and mingle. Make the most of just connecting with the person that's going to be part of your solution before you leave tonight.